Have you ever witnessed a symbol, heard a story, or seen an image that felt immediately familiar, as if it had always resided deep within your bones long before you ever encountered it? Perhaps a wise old sage, a powerful dragon, or a journey into darkness and return, sparking an inexplicable resonance within you. What if these aren't just cultural coincidences, but echoes of a common psyche, a vast, ancient library held by all of us? This isn't just about psychology, it's about the very fabric of meaning, the invisible threads that connect every person across time and space. We're talking about a concept so revolutionary, yet so intuitively obvious, that it might just change the way you see yourself, your dreams, and the world around you. Carl Jung, the brilliant architect of analytical psychology, unveiled this hidden dimension of the mind, the collective unconscious. He didn't just theorize, he felt it, observed it, and helped countless individuals tap into its boundless wisdom. Do you ever feel drawn to certain myths, certain ancient stories, certain enduring themes that seem to transcend your personal history? It's as if these narratives are woven into your very being, isn't it? This isn't a fleeting thought, it's a profound recognition of something deeper. Jung saw that our personal experiences, our joys, our pains, our memories, those are part of the personal unconscious. But beneath that, beneath the layers of our unique lives, lies a psychic substratum, a primal foundation that we all share. It's not something we learn, not something we absorb from culture alone. It's something we are born with, an inherited, predisposed capacity to experience, to dream, to symbolize in specific, innate ways. Think about it, a hero's journey, the archetype of the great mother, the wise old man, the shadow within. These appear everywhere, in every culture, every mythology, every dream, regardless of geographical distance or historical era. How can this be? Is it merely coincidence? Or is there a grander, more intricate design at play? Jung dared to suggest that the mind isn't just a blank slate shaped by experience. He proposed that we inherit psychic structures, ancestral patterns like the physical structures of our bodies. You don't have to learn how to have a heart or lungs, they're simply there, part of your biological inheritance. Similarly, Jung argued, we inherit certain psychic predispositions, mental organs, if you will, that are common to all humanity. He called this the collective unconscious. It's not a place where memories are stored, not a repository of forgotten experiences. Instead, it's a dynamic, living system of primordial images and patterns that shape our perceptions, our reactions, and our very understanding of the world. Have you ever pondered how certain images or emotions can trigger such a strong, visceral reaction in you, a feeling that transcends logical explanation? Perhaps a sense of awe before a towering mountain, or a primal fear in deep darkness, or an overwhelming tenderness when seeing a newborn. These aren't just learned responses, they are deeply ingrained, ancient echoes. They are whispers from the collective unconscious, speaking a language older than words, a language of symbol and feeling. Imagine for a moment a vast subterranean river flowing beneath the landscape of all human consciousness. This river isn't made of water, but of pure psychic energy, carrying the collective experiences, triumphs, and struggles of every person who has ever lived. This is the essence of Carl Jung's concept of the collective unconscious, a profound, inherited reservoir of experience and wisdom that transcends individual memory. It's why we instinctively understand certain symbols, why certain stories resonate across cultures, and why our dreams often feature archetypal figures that feel strangely familiar. Do you ever wonder why, despite our cultural differences, humanity keeps telling the same stories, painting the same images, and grappling with the same fundamental questions? Why do heroes in ancient Sumerian myths face trials strikingly similar to those in modern blockbusters? Why do the wise elders of African folklore echo the sages of Eastern philosophy? Jung would tell you it's because we are all drawing from the same deep well. This isn't some mystical, ephemeral idea. It's a practical, observable phenomenon. He spent decades analyzing thousands of dreams, myths, and religious symbols from cultures spanning the globe and across millennia. What he discovered was astounding: recurring patterns, common themes, and archetypal symbolic imagery that could not be explained by mere cultural diffusion or personal learning. These deep structures, these primordial patterns, Jung termed archetypes. Have you ever felt a sudden, inexplicable connection to a character in a book, a sense of seeing yourself in their struggles or their triumphs, even if their life circumstances are wildly different from your own? That's an archetype at play, speaking directly to a part of you that recognizes the intrinsic human experience being portrayed. Jung believed that the collective unconscious is the foundation of our individual psyches, influencing our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors in ways we are largely unaware of. It's not a dusty library of old books, it's a dynamic, living force, constantly shaping our reality and whispering possibilities into our conscious minds. Think of it like this. Your personal unconscious holds your forgotten memories, your repressed desires, your personal traumas. It's unique to you, but the collective unconscious is common to all. It's the fundamental operating system, the spiritual DNA that governs how we perceive and respond to the world on a fundamental level. It's the blueprint for our experience itself. Have you ever encountered a situation that felt eerily familiar? A sense of, I've been here before, even though rationally you know you haven't? Perhaps it's a pattern in a relationship, or a challenge at work, or a creative urge that feels ancient and unstoppable. This isn't just déjà vu, it's the collective unconscious stirring, activating an archetypal pattern that resonates with your current experience. Jung would argue that by understanding this deep substratum, we can gain incredible insight into our own motivations, our fears, and our deepest desires. It's about recognizing that our individual stories are part of a much grander, more ancient narrative, one that we are all, in our unique ways, living out. The collective unconscious isn't just a theoretical concept, it's a lived reality that manifests in every aspect of our existence, if only we learn to recognize its whispers. So, what are these archetypes, these fundamental patterns that populate the collective unconscious? Think of them as the primal blueprints for human experience, primordial images that predispose us to perceive and react to the world in certain ways. They aren't concrete images or specific people. Instead, they are, as Jung described them, forms without content, representing merely the possibility of a certain type of perception and action. They are tendencies or potentials that manifest in diverse ways across cultures and individuals. Have you ever noticed how often certain character types reappear in stories, almost as if they are hardwired into our collective imagination? The brave hero embarking on a quest, the nurturing mother figure, the wise old man offering guidance, the trickster who disrupts the status quo, or the dark shadow lurking within. These are not just literary conventions, they are reflections of archetypes. Jung meticulously identified many of these archetypes, such as the persona, the shadow, the anima, animus, and perhaps most importantly, the self. Let's consider the persona. Have you ever felt like you wear different masks depending on the situation? A different self for your colleagues, another for your family, yet another for your closest friends? That's the persona, the social mask we adopt to interact with the world. It's not necessarily false, it's a necessary adaptation for functioning in society. But when we become too identified with our persona, we lose touch with our authentic self. Do you sometimes feel a disconnect between the person you present to the world and who you truly are inside? That subtle ache of inauthenticity? That's the persona becoming too rigid, too dominant. Then there's the shadow. Have you ever experienced a sudden, intense dislike for someone, only to later realize that their trait, the one that irritates you so much, is something you secretly fear or despise within yourself? That's your shadow at play. The shadow comprises the parts of ourselves we deny, repress, or reject, the raw, untamed instincts, the embarrassing desires, the uncomfortable truths. It's not inherently evil, but it becomes destructive when ignored. It's the dark side of the moon, always there, but rarely seen. Do you ever catch yourself reacting disproportionately to something, feeling a surge of anger or fear that seems to come from nowhere? This could be a powerful manifestation of your unintegrated shadow, demanding to be seen. Jung emphasized that integrating the shadow, bringing its unconscious contents into consciousness, is crucial for psychological wholeness. It's not about becoming perfect, it's about becoming complete. Next, consider the Anima and Animus. Have you ever noticed that men often project their idealized feminine qualities onto women, and women their idealized masculine qualities onto men? The Anima is the unconscious feminine aspect in men, while the Animus is the unconscious masculine aspect in women. These archetypes influence our relationships, our attractions, and our understanding of the complementary qualities within ourselves. Do you ever find yourself drawn to a particular type of person, feeling an almost magnetic pull that transcends superficial traits? Jung would say that you're encountering a living projection of your anima or animus, a reflection of the qualities you are striving to integrate within your own psyche. When these projections are unconscious, they can lead to misunderstandings, idealization, and disappointment. But when recognized, they become guides toward inner balance and deeper connection. And then the ultimate archetype, the self. Have you ever felt a profound sense of inner peace, a deep knowing, a quiet sense of rightness that feels like your true essence, your center, guiding you? This is the self, the archetype of wholeness, the regulating center of the psyche that strives for balance and unity between the conscious and unconscious, between light and shadow, masculine and feminine. It's not the ego which is merely the center of consciousness. The self encompasses everything, integrating all aspects of the personality. It's the destination of what Jung called individuation, the lifelong process of becoming one's authentic, complete self. Do you ever feel a quiet pull towards self-discovery, a yearning for meaning and purpose that goes beyond external achievements? That's the self-calling, urging you to embark on your unique journey toward wholeness. It communicates through dreams, synchronicities, and powerful symbols that resonate with your deepest truth. These archetypes aren't static images, they are dynamic forces constantly manifesting in our lives, our relationships, our dreams, and our creative expressions. They are the language of the collective unconscious, providing the patterns through which we make sense of our world and our place within it. Every time you encounter a story that moves you to your core, every time a dream reveals a profound insight, every time you recognize a common pattern in human behavior, you are witnessing the archetypes at work, the echoes of a deep humanity resonating within your very own soul. By becoming aware of these archetypal patterns, we begin to decode the hidden messages of our own psyche and the collective human experience, opening up pathways to deeper understanding and profound personal growth. Now, if the collective unconscious is this vast, inherent psychic inheritance, how does it actively manifest in our daily lives beyond the realm of dreams and myths? Carl Jung offered a breathtaking answer: synchronicity. Have you ever experienced a series of seemingly unrelated coincidences that felt so incredibly meaningful, so precisely timed, that you couldn't dismiss them as mere chance? Thought about an old friend, and then their call lights up your phone moments later? A sudden inspiration for a project, and then an advertisement for exactly what you need appears right before your eyes. These aren't just random events, they are what Jung called meaningful coincidences, where an inner psychic state corresponds with an outer objective event, without any causal connection between them. It's like the universe is winking at you, isn't it? This concept is where the collective unconscious truly comes alive, demonstrating its dynamic, interactive nature. Jung proposed that synchronicity happens when an archetypal pattern in the collective unconscious becomes highly activated in our personal psyche. When this inner pattern reaches a certain intensity, it can create an external event that mirrors its internal meaning. It's as if the inner and outer worlds, usually separate, briefly align and resonate with a shared, profound significance. Do you ever feel an intuitive pull towards a certain decision, a quiet knowing that guides you, even when logic suggests otherwise? And then, suddenly everything seems to fall into place, circumstances aligning in uncanny ways to support your path? That's synchronicity at play, a subtle confirmation from the deeper layers of reality that you are aligned with your authentic self and the larger stream of life. Consider this: if we all share this underlying psychic structure, then our individual psyches are not isolated islands, but interconnected nodes in a vast network. When a particular archetype is powerfully constellated within you, perhaps the hero archetype urging you to embark on a new quest, or the Great Mother archetype calling you to nurture something new, the collective unconscious provides the framework. And sometimes the external world too responds to this deep internal activation. It's not magic in the sense of defying natural laws, but rather a profound recognition of a causal yet deeply meaningful connection between mind and matter. Have you ever felt that strange sense of knowing someone even before they speak, because their energy just resonates with something deep inside you? That's often an archetypal recognition, a flicker of the Anima or Animus, or another archetypal pattern recognizing itself in another person, leading to an immediate, powerful connection that feels destined. Jung believed that synchronistic events are not just random occurrences, they are messages from the self, the ultimate archetype of wholeness, guiding us towards our individuation journey. They often occur during periods of intense psychological change, when we are grappling with significant life questions, or when we are on the verge of a major breakthrough. These moments of profound alignment offer validation, direction, and a sense of belonging to something much larger than our individual existence. Do you ever notice how, when you are truly pursuing your passion, doors seem to open, people appear to help you, and resources materialize as if by design? This is the harmonious dance between your conscious will, your activated archetypal patterns, and the responsive nature of the collective unconscious, creating a symphony of synchronicities that affirm your path. It's a reminder that we are not adrift in a random universe, but are deeply connected to a meaningful, intelligent cosmos that speaks to us in the language of symbols and meaningful coincidences, if only we pay attention. So, why does understanding the collective unconscious and its archetypes truly matter for your life, right here, right now? This isn't just academic theory, it's a profound lens through which to view your struggles, your triumphs, and your unique path. Have you ever felt a deep sense of disorientation, a feeling that your life's compass is spinning wildly, even when outwardly everything seems fine? Jung would say that this often happens when you are disconnected from the deeper currents of your being, when your ego tries to navigate life without listening to the ancient wisdom held within your collective unconscious. This provides an inner compass, a way to navigate the complexities of life with greater meaning and purpose. It's about becoming more whole, more authentic, more you. Think about it. How often do we feel alone in our experiences, believing our struggles are unique and isolating? But when you recognize the archetypal patterns at play, the hero's call to adventure, the descent into the underworld of the shadow, The quest for the Anima-Animus integration, you realize your personal story is a variation on a primordial theme. You are not alone. You are participating in the grand human drama that has been unfolding for millennia. Do you ever find solace in ancient myths or fairy tales, feeling a kinship with characters who lived in vastly different times? That's the collective unconscious bridging the gap, showing you that your deepest fears and most profound joys are part of a shared experience. This realization can be incredibly liberating. It validates your emotional landscape, giving a framework to feelings that felt inexplicable. Moreover, understanding the collective unconscious empowers you to engage more consciously with your dreams. Jung believed dreams are the voice of the unconscious, often communicating through symbolic language that originates from the archetypal realm. Have you ever had a dream so vivid, so potent, that it stayed with you for days, brimming with an unshakable sense of significance, even if you couldn't quite grasp its literal meaning? By learning the language of archetypes, you can begin to decode these nocturnal messages, gaining profound insights into your inner conflicts, your untapped potentials, and the direction your psyche is urging you to take. It's like having a secret dialogue with your deepest self, a powerful tool for self-discovery and guidance. This knowledge also transforms your relationships. When you understand that people often project their own unintegrated archetypes onto others, their shadow, their anima, animus, you can approach conflicts and attractions with greater empathy and awareness. You begin to see beyond superficial interactions to the deeper psychological dynamics at play. Have you ever been locked in a recurring pattern with someone, a conflict that never seems to resolve, making you wonder what you're missing? Often, it's an unconscious archetypal dynamic that needs to be brought to light. By recognizing these common patterns, you can consciously choose to respond differently, breaking old cycles and fostering more authentic, fulfilling connections. It's about not just seeing others, but truly seeing them, recognizing the inherent patterns that shape their unique expression. This awareness fosters a deeper form of compassion, allowing you to hold space for others' journeys, understanding that their outward behaviors might be manifestations of inner archetypal processes. Ultimately, the study of the collective unconscious is a journey into individuation, the process of becoming your whole, unique self, integrating the conscious and unconscious aspects of your psyche. It's about actualizing your fullest potential, aligning your personal will with the deeper wisdom of your soul. Have you ever felt a restless longing for something more? A yearning for authentic self-expression that defies societal expectations? That's the self, the archetype of wholeness, calling you to your unique path. By consciously engaging with the symbols and archetypes that emerge from your own psyche, you can begin to live a life that is not just productive, but deeply meaningful, guided by an inner wisdom that transcends fleeting trends and external pressures. This is the profound power of Carl Jung's greatest insight: to recognize that within each of us lies a universe of common experience, a compass capable of guiding us home. So what does this extraordinary journey into the collective unconscious ultimately reveal? It shows us that we are profoundly connected, not just by common experiences or culture, but by an ancient, inherent, psychic inheritance. It's a testament to the incredible wisdom embedded within the human spirit, a reminder that our individual lives are part of a much grander, unfolding story. Have you ever felt a sense of awe when you consider the vastness of human history, the countless generations that have come before us, each contributing to the collective tapestry of consciousness? This isn't merely an abstract concept, it's a living, breathing reality that influences our every perception, our every dream, our every quest for meaning. Understanding Jung's collective unconscious empowers us to embrace our deepest truths, to confront our shadows, and to integrate all aspects of our being into a more cohesive, authentic self. It offers a framework for decoding the rich, symbolic language of our dreams and our inner lives, turning seemingly random experiences into profound insights. Do you feel a growing desire to understand yourself at a deeper level, to peel back the layers of societal conditioning and tap into your authentic core? The collective unconscious provides the map, and the archetypes are the guides pointing towards wholeness and self-realization. It reminds us that the psyche is not a blank slate, but a repository of innate wisdom, capable of guiding us through life's labyrinthine paths. This insight fosters a profound sense of empathy, allowing us to see the archetypal patterns at play in others, recognizing that their struggles and their triumphs too are reflections of common human dramas. It bridges divides, connecting us across cultures and generations, revealing the unity that underlies all human diversity. Have you ever experienced a sudden, overwhelming sense of compassion for a stranger, a recognition of their common humanity that transcends any superficial differences? That's the collective unconscious whispering, reminding you of the intricate web of connection that binds us all. It dissolves the illusion of separation, allowing us to perceive the world not as a collection of isolated individuals, but as a symphony of interconnected souls, each playing a unique but harmonically resonant part in the grand orchestration of existence. Ultimately, Carl Jung invites us to live a life attuned to these deeper currents, to honor the symbolic language of the soul, and to embark on the courageous journey of individuation. It's about becoming fully human, integrating the conscious ego with the vast wisdom of the unconscious. It means listening to the whispers of your intuition, paying attention to the synchronicities that guide your path, and recognizing the common stories that echo within your own unique narrative. Have you ever felt a quiet conviction, an inner knowing, that your life has a deeper purpose, a unique contribution to make to the world? That's the self calling, urging you to express the wisdom and truth that resides within the collective unconscious, to bring it forth into the manifest world. It is through this active engagement with our inner world that we not only understand ourselves more deeply, but also contribute to the ongoing evolution of the collective spirit. The journey isn't always easy, but it is always meaningful, leading to a profound sense of peace and belonging in a universe that is far more intelligent and interconnected than we often dare to imagine. It is the path of discovering that our individual existence is not just a fleeting moment, but an eternal echo of the inherent story of humankind. Thank you for joining me on this profound exploration of the human psyche. If Carl Jung's insights into the collective unconscious have sparked a flicker of recognition within your own soul, then share your thoughts below. And if you crave more journeys into the depths of psychology, philosophy, and self-awareness, make sure to like this video, subscribe to Fractal Wisdom, and share it with someone else who seeks to understand the invisible threads that connect us all.